Yung nakaabang na.
Abang na, wait lang. Let's, ano muna. Wait, ito ilapit natin na masyado naman.
Ayan. See, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will that be okay?
I think it's okay.
Okay, guys. Let us know if you can hear us.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes. I am Osmel Sosa and this is Kunan. Kaya tapos
Mag-ano tayo? Tawag ito, gagawa tayo ng sarili nating
habang
Lebanon,
in all this country, no me gusta. No me gusta. Charos. Yan. So katatapos ko lang pong sabunin si Jason Charos sa mga but still we are your not so favorite Philippine pageant duo. We're back here at Sashes&Scripts. Thank you. We're still here in Araneta, Cubao, ang ating favorite home pagdating sa pageantry. But of course, the very controversial Jason Cappuccinos in the house. Yan, magandang Sunday po sa lahat. We have a lot.
And thank you for joining our live
Thank you. Yeah.
It has been a sort of a tradition for us to
Every Miss Universe, meron tayong pre-arrival conversations. Yan. So, literally, there's so much on your plate and there's so much on the plate of every Pinoy pageant fan and even international pageant fans because there's so much that has gone this past few months. So we have 3 big pageants that came simultaneously. Okay, Miss Grand International just finished. We have now Miss International, Miss Earth, and Miss Universe all at the same time. So lahat po yan ita-touch base natin today.
Yeah. Kaya,
So kumakain lang kami. Hope you're hungry because I am. Charot.
Yeah, let's eat. Okay, so habang nagkukwentuhan kami, I do hope na behave tayo sa live stream na to. There are certain topics na hindi na natin nakalasan. We both agreed upon that and we'll focus our conversation on the Miss Universe.
Kung ano man po yun, napagalitan ko, charot de. Pero, I mean, that's a part of it. But you know, we are here for one thing that we love. In the very beginning of everything naman, we love pageantry. And this is like Jason's going back, return, no? Kasi focus siya sa Fashion Week content this past few months. So now that we're here at ito yung peak ng pageant season, it's only right to touch on this.
I'm sorry, Martin kasi, ever since din naman, a couple of years back, I already made the conscious decision na kapag may mga ganap ang NGI, I really don't necessarily want to tackle
He doesn't, yes. Because of the controversies in the past.
Yeah.
Pero, yeah, we'll be splitting this one out. So I'll be talking about MGI, we'll be talking about Miss International, and together we'll be conversing to Miss Universe, and that's what today is all about. Kasi talaga masyado maraming magasayang nangyayari. Sa Earth kasi medyo ongoing pa sila sa pre-pageant activities nila. Although meron na rin tayo medyo kilala, medyo may mga lumulutang na rin na names, no? Especially one country in particular ang mukhang parang tatabo this year, Peru.
Yeah.
Mukhang is shaping up for a double win, no? So later on we'll also touch on that. So, MGI.
You go first. Kasi MGI
Yeah. Ako sinumaybay ko tagi MGI. A lot of people have been asking me about what happened to that pageant. First of all, I think this is one of the lightest year that Miss Grand International has been. Not only for Filipino pageant fans, but the entire pageant fans in general. It's been one of the kindest years. Wala tayong masyadong nakitang altercation. Maliban sa ating co-ASEAN country, Myanmar, who had a drama after the pageant, and Cambodia, of course, dun sa beginning of the competition when they had the misunderstanding about how the pageant's being held. But into the competition, I think
walang masyadong
walang problema. At saka natutuwa ko, guys, to all Filipino pageant fans, give yourself a tap on the back because this time you were behaved, you were very demure, and very, very mindful of what to say and what to do. Feeling ko this is the time na natuto ang Pilipino na to refocus the energy where it's due. We're giving it to CJ. not necessarily to MGI, to Nawat or Miss Teresa, but we're giving it to the person who's fighting for us. At talagang, I think CJ has said this enough, but hindi matapos talaga yung pasasalamat no, nung girl for the love that she received, that she truly deserved to receive that. 3 days preparation, Jess. And so, 4 pala. Then she gave us a whopping show, di ba? Imagine, there was even a time na I think she doesn't have her luggage because much of their things are held in Cambodia. Thai designers, GL Garlate has been, sharing his material for her, for CJ. In particular, yung
switch tayo ng mic
sige,
kasi
go.
mas maiksi yung
Go. Sige. Technical difficulty, we're live.
kumagat siya masyado sa fabric. There. Ayan. Kasi yung mic mo is shorter yung what do you call this? Yung ano ng mic niya earlier. Yan, much better.
But you can hear us, ha?
Okay, let us know if hindi nyo kami naririnig.
So,
Okay.
Going back, let's look back at CJ's campaign and MGI. So in the beginning, ang una kong nakita was, I was hoping for her. Everybody was hoping for her because she's one of the best walkers talaga. Di ba? Local pa lang.
Local pa lang. Yeah.
At saka, she has a fighting presence. I have a feeling, alam na ni CJ na she's going really to Bangkok. Kung ano man preparation ginawa niya, it's just not present sa damit, sa wardrobe, and how she presented herself. But I think mentally and emotionally, she's really ready to do this. I think dun medyo, this year also ALV was able to manage it really well. Pagdating sa winners, even we were there in Miss World. Diba? Medyo okay din yung pagkakapish na. And so na-feel namin the same energy with CJ this time. And so when CJ was in Thailand, ang ganda ng opening. She opened with a gala night wearing Jassy Shooter's finale gown. The gold dress, by Jill Carlati also. Doon nag-upisa ang lahat, diba? It was a very powerful presentation of herself na, okay, I'm here, I'm Miss Philippines, and this is what I'm about to do. Although, she was sailing strong, I'm sorry talaga, pero I felt such a winner during this time because other half of me, the Indian side of me is also happy because we have Rachel Gupta representing India, which is super strong. And a very Miss Universe caliber girl. Talaga nakakita.
I want to interject kasi I felt that upon the arrival of Rachel Gupta in Thailand, that was the time where I thought na, okay, mag-ingat ang mga Latina because she's going to be the one that's going to be the girl to beat.
Correct.
And, yeah.
Diba? And I think at some point, si Nawat doubted na parang, there's this one beautiful girl, pero parang hindi siya supported ng local organization and the Indian people because he was expecting with 1.3 billion Indians around the world.
1.3 na ba?
Alam ko 1.3 na.
Oh my God.
If I'm mistaken, 1.3 na.
So, maybe he was banking on the population, yeah.
But alam mo, more than I think the social media numbers and the optics, the Indian women are usually really strong representation and manifestation of what Pageant is about. Sila yung may balanse ng utak, mukha, at pakete every single time they step on the stage. And I think with this one, Rachel kind of returned us to the eras of the Priyanka Chopras, of the youth movies, of the Lara Dutta, di ba na ganon, mala Ashwarya yung energy.
Yes.
I mean, not Ashwarya is still the most beautiful, but I mean Rachel is equally stunning.
Yeah. And then she fits perfectly the mold that MGI is looking for.
Yan ang grand.
Yes.
That's a very grand girl.
And upon seeing Rachel Gupta, when she was crowned Miss Grand India, I already immediately knew that, okay, this is like the prototype. So she might end up one of the top 5 because of that simple fact that from the time what do you call this? The Peruvian girl.
Maria Jose Lora?
Yeah. From her
2017.
time to Anea, although she was
Garcia.
dethroned,
But still, they have like a commonality in the physique, in the facial features.
Very Chaparro yung dating.
Yes.
Ganun.
Yes.
Very, yung early beginnings of what Miss
Miss Grant, yeah. So it was it was a template na winner, but unquestionable yung kanyang win.
Correct. And all of that was sealed when the preliminaries came.
Yeah.
Well, dito na medyo malinaw yung laro because clearly, pupunta talaga si India early in the competition.
Yeah.
Sa preliminary swimsuit, I think strongest suit talaga ni CJ yung swimsuit competition because she was able to showcase her ability to walk, to strut, and project. Kung parang sa swimsuit event nila doon sa yacht, diba? Parang galing ni CJ doon. And that's, I think, the time when she really shot up to the talagang klaro na lumayo sila ni India from the rest of the girls.
Yeah.
So, as early at that point, parang, I'm sorry, pero this is either India or Philippines ball game talaga. And so the evening gown competition came where India came out and that Vietnamese designer pink gown, hands down, stunning. Talagang sobrang everybody swept diba? By the presence, by the ability to carry, by the ability to glide through the floor. And I think it was a Brian Vo design, but it's a Vietnamese designer. And it was really, really amazing. Pero ako medyo halata kasi parang may pagka-Louis Pangilinan yung gown. Diba? Parang medyo na yung design. So, medyo familiar, pero the way she carried it is very classy. On the other side, medyo naging harsh ang Filipino kay Ryan Uson Ablasa for that yellow creation. There was a mixed reaction. I don't know why because I like the gold gown.
Honestly, I prefer the gold gown over the Mac Tumang silver gown.
Silver gown? Ako, I like the gold gown because it accentuates, kasi walang, medyo flat, no? Medyo may pagka-Zendaya Coleman ang katawan niya. Athletic si CJ. Pero able to push and keep everything in place, giving it structure, pero ang galing ni CJ sa movement. That's the softness of the feet.
I think between the yellow gown and the performance of CJ, I think it was just a perfect combination of the right gown with the right person to wear it. So it was not for me any negative points na hindi nagandahan ng mga tao sa gown, but it's not the gown din kasi kung minsan it's the girl eh. And just like for example the silver gown that she wore for the finals, the one with Tumang, it was a gorgeous gown, but I don't think that pag itinbi mo siya with all other silvery beaded na mga gowns, it would stand out. I think the yellow gown would stand out more. But because
it
of
reminded me of the Samantha Bernardo campaign. White. Diba? Ang ganda-ganda ng green and gold na
yes, preliminaries. Yeah.
Ikaw nagsabi nun, diba? Dapat bring your
best gown at the which for me made sense. Because once that you're already in the top 5, ilan na lang patutumbahin mo eh. So it made sense for me that the silver gown was at the finals instead of the the preliminaries, because if CJ wore the silver gown on the preliminaries, baka nag-game over tayo kasi everybody else is wearing shiny, shimmery, splendid. So with the pop of yellow, I think she really stood out more than the other girls because of the color.
I like it. Speaking of pop of color and popping design, one of the girls that we need to, I think, give props to is Miss Tons sa Filipino Galit. I mean, the playfulness of the swimsuit competition with the wig reveal na RuPaul Drag Race, that's new, but that's how you do theatrics na hindi nakakadiri at hindi cringy.
Yes.
It was like fun and bubbly and it's just the right amount. And can I just say
it was the right amount of camp. Gay camp.
It's gay camp, but it's not tacky camp. And can I just say that green evening gown? I don't think people give appreciation to that one, pero ang ganda-ganda niya with that emerald green corset, tapos meron lang konting peak ng fully beaded underwear underneath. It's so nice. Sexy, it's super classy, and that's what I really truly love about this year's MJ. Ay, siya, galing din yung Because I mean, India's gown also is, ako yun, paglabas ni India, it's like,
I think
this is it.
I
She's
think-
like the trophy of MJ.
I think India was the runaway winner from the very beginning.
It was hers to lose.
Yeah. So, hindi swerte na nanalo si CJ as first runner-up. Nilaban ni CJ din
But
doon.
the first runner-up is one of the best first runners-up we had. If I can equate that, that's Miriam Kiambao level first runner-up. Hindi yan parang pucho lang, kundi it's just so many, it's the battle of the bests.
Yeah.
And it could be the best first runner-up you could ever get. Especially for MGI, that's actually, I can say, I cannot claim that she's the best first runner. Sabihin na, that's just you concealing your bitterness about not winning the crown. But to be fair, she could win it too, and India
Yeah.
wouldn't budge, di ba? Parang, nakita ko rin yung relationship between Indian fans this time and Filipino pageant fans. Ang layo-layo, kasi doon sa isang pageant na I don't know what the hell was that just happened recently. I don't know. I don't know her. Do you know? Do you know? I don't know. Hindi ko na naalala eh. Gumala sa feed ko ng ilang, like, few weeks. Where the hell are they, di ba? Balita ko nasa Thailand daw, pero ang nasa Thailand kahapon, the celebration of the top 10 was mas maganda sa Victoria's Secret. I'm just calling it. Mas maganda yung runway nila than the actual Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Everybody's a little bit disappointed. For me, from a brand perspective, I think the Victoria's Secret fashion show was something they needed to do. Because they cannot 100% bring back everything. But maybe just the stage, the energy, kahit yun lang mga sana ang narrate from the
It was
old iterations of the
It was just a
Victoria's
mere
Secret.
shadow of its old self. Kumbaga, it's not the Victoria's Secret we all grew
Yeah.
up with at nagpapaklasa din lahat. It's not that.
Okay, may mga comments tayo. Danielle Yuzon, sabi niya, good afternoon Sir Jason, good afternoon Scripters. Nakaabang ako, now pa lang. Helena Ebonia is here, sabi niya, hello, patiently waiting. Sabi ni Daniel, hi Osmel and Tunan.
Sabi sa'yo eh. Nilalatag na.
Oo, mukbang with chika, sabi ni Helena.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Daniela Alejandra Lee, sabi niya, my top 5 is Venezuela, Zimbabwe, India, Chile, and Philippines.
I think
My
this is
dark
Miss
horse.
Universe, no?
Yeah, I think so. My dark horses are China, Serbia, and Russia. Glad to see you guys back.
Thank you.
There. Mamaya na natin pag-usapan ng Miss Universe because I also wanted to talk about Miss International. Miss Earth and Miss International are not given the enough media mileage. Or
Medyo nahirapan sa today.
oo. And it's because of the Miss Universe pageant. And I understand the rationale behind that. A lot of pages are actually focusing on the Miss Universe pageant simply because monetization-wise, they get the bigger, better share. So, I understand that. However, on my end, gusto kong pagtuunan ng pansin yung Miss International natin na competition dahil ang swabe ng atake ni Angelica with her international na tawag ito, na journey. And plakado from day 1 up until day 3, super linis ng kanyang wardrobe, ng hair and makeup. Everything is in place. Her social media is quite well. Wala kang masabi na hindi niya tayo dinala sa journey. She is interacting, engaging with her fellow Miss International candidates. She's doing well with making content that is involving not only the candidates but also yung mga chaperones na kasama nila sa kanilang mga daily activities. She's engaging sa mga tawag nito, mga activities nila dahil there was this when they were playing the Japanese koto, the sitar type instrument, and she was engaging with the students and the people who are helping them with learning the instrument. And then just earlier today, she posted a video of her singing First Love by Utada Hikaru.
Magaling kasi tayo kung ano si Angelica. That's her talent talaga. She sings really well.
And the funny thing here is that she also had like a karaoke session with Miss Colombia, Miss Venezuela, and was it Miss Hong Kong? Was it Miss Hong Kong?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was really fun.
Talking to with Miss Nigeria,
Yes.
they were dancing.
They were dancing. So, I think this is the kind of Miss International competition na susubaybayan mo because your candidate is, our candidate rather, is giving us a glimpse of what's going on in the entire competition.
Swerte natin this year, this common denominator, these are the batch of the girls na talagang masipag,
Yes.
very engaging, at very calm ang journey. Walang asim yung journey.
At kusa, yung hindi mo kinakailangan i-prod to engage, to post on social media, yun yung gusto sanang mangyari na instead of pinipilit ang mga girls to post on social media, sila na mismo yung gumawa ng paraan. Sila na mismo yung magkusa. Kasi yun yung iba kasi yung yung attack when the girls are doing it themselves or who made the plans, executed the plans. So that's the thing that I think was missing in not only in Miss International but other competitions.
Pero yung fairness nila, iba ang styling ni Angelica. Yung softness, kasi di ba our fears that she was packaged a very Miss Universe girl.
Yeah.
The way she carries herself, very airy, very sassy, feisty, Miss Grand nga, di ba?
Yeah.
You watch out, Miss International, pag hindi nyo kinurunahan niya, pupunta ng Bangkok yan. Kung hindi na what yan. Pero ibig sabihin, may ganun siyang energy na kinatatakutan natin lahat. Wrong competition, wrong projection. Pero she's proving us wrong day after day after day. Ang gaganda ng damit.
Yes.
Alam mo, kitang-kita may management that how binibig na the original lookbook technique that they've done in the past.
Yes.
Kitang-kita ko this time. Alam kong aral na aral to the T. Even the hair, even yung Barbie, the Halloween thing nila, doon yung pinakamaganda si Angelica for me. Nang shine siya sobra. That blush gown, nasa
Side sweat.
Ang ganda-ganda yun. So it's like, ano yung feeling ko, it's time for Miss International to prove that they're not really a cookie cutter pageant. Talaga, you're just looking at one look all throughout the campaign.
And I'm kind of also a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more engaged with Angelica's journey simply because when people were telling that she's not the mold, she's not the kind of girl that the Miss International would pay attention to, but people evolve. They don't necessarily change drastically, but they improve, they evolve. And I think that's one of the things that I like with Angelica. She still maintains very performer na aspect that we saw at Binibining Pilipinas in 2023.
Oo, ang ganda.
But at the same time, we saw like an improvement of the performance and the finesse na levels for Angelica. I think that is the best thing that you can throw to as a compliment to Angelica because there is finesse in the way that she upgraded, uplifted, the way that she presents herself on
She's really
the Miss
us
International
the
pageant.
International 2010 energy.
She's actually giving me the same vibes of Kylie and Bea. Bea Rose.
Bea Rose, actually.
Especially Bea Rose because Bea Rose in every public performance, public appearance that she had, she was very impeccable, style, dressed impeccable, and very masinop tignan.
Ako yung Miss International from 2010, yung Venezuelan.
Elizabeth Mosquera.
Yeah, very Lisa Mosquera talaga. Yung itsura, packaging, I really like how light and airy it feels. Even if may strength, yun yung may lakas, may dating.
Oo.
Pero hindi siya butter.
Yeah.
Hindi siya parang trying to change everything. Buti hindi siya pinaputi. I like that she wasn't bleached para maputi siya. Na hindi siya Sakura doll type, but hindi Filipino doll.
Yeah.
And hindi nga maganda sa journey. Ako, I have a feeling she would really go up high. Sana higher na Nicole Borromeo's campaign.
Yes. Me, I am hopefully
6 na? 7 na ba?
7th.
7th, no?
I am cautiously optimistic because I am looking at a 1-2-3 finish hopefully this time around.
I have a feeling to be 7.
Yeah.
Kasi wala na akong maramdamang ibang Miss International competitor na as of now na ganun yung
Yeah.
di ba wala tayong
Yeah.
siya naging?
Yeah.
We know Miss International because of her.
Because of
And I think
her, yes.
that's a good practice na
And also, I think one of the things that made me a little bit more combative this time around is that when it comes to stage performance, alam kong kayang-kaya ni Angelica yon kahit nakapikit siya.
feeling ko na babaklain niya. Pero in a very Japan way.
Oo. And what I am more worried about is yung magiging interaction niya on a daily basis with the co-candidates, with the organization, because
Hindi sa speech, no?
there is a what do you call this? There is a attitude scoreboard, I think,
Correct.
where the candidates are evaluated on how they present themselves in public, how they engage with other people in the organization, in her co-candidates.
Minsan nakala natin sa speech siya. Kasi the speech is comprises the big part of it. Kita mo last year, no? Kokoro Kara. Diba? Pero Andrea Rubio is a very worthy Miss International. In fairness naman kay Andrea, she set the bar so high.
Yes. She's one of the most traveled Miss International winners.
Hindi ko sinasabi, I mean, in comparison to Shanice Palacios, pero mas magaan at mas kalmante. The reign of Andrea Rubio Miss Venezuela and Miss International 2023 reign is far more kalmante, ganyan.
Yeah.
Siya kalmante, soy feliz, ganyan. Hindi siya masyadong it's not very angsty na.
Yeah.
It's not like Miguel that every single time she presents herself, it's like she's trying to prove something it wasn't. It's very evident when she went here.
Yeah.
I think Andrea herself says that it is one of the best travels she had here in Manila and even in Southeast Asia. And you can really feel she's very commercially viable.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of things you can do with that. I think that's the in modern era of Miss International, that is a standard. Could Angelica be the next Andrea? They're not the same.
You're not the same.
But she can deliver the same
Yeah.
energy should she be given a
The
chance.
chance, yeah. And also, I think that Miss International this year is trying to break the template. Last year, they were trying, but it did not work.
I mean,
Because a lot of the girls that were sent during the competition last year were template. This time around, Sacra of Venezuela is not template.
yeah.
Angelica is not template. So the two biggest countries that
Miss
has the
International.
most winners in Miss International are not sending template candidates.
Yes.
So
It's hoping that other countries might, I mean, India has been hoping for such a long time na
Yeah.
Miss International, but I
it's the only title that India hasn't won yet among the 4 biggest national pageants, international pageants. Sorry.
correct. So yeah, Miss International is worth follow, the love, and the support.
And also, I think this year, parang ang gaan ng
Ang gaan.
pasok ng Miss International.
Kasi Miss Globe, parang ang gaan. Diba?
Exactly.
It's a surprise, Jasmine Bungay niya natin pinag-usapan. Congratulations for
Yes.
entering. Diba? Second runner-up finish was very, very good campaign. Miss Colombia finally had a Miss Globe title. Very well-deserved win as well.
I was expecting actually a 1-2 finish for Jasmine.
Feeling ko
But
first runner-up, pero okay na.
Well, second runner-up placement, hindi na masama.
Tabla sila ni, who's si predecessor?
Ana Lacrini.
Si Ana Lacrini. Which Ana Lacrini, by the way, I remember when Ana and Angelica was competing, di ba everybody was like, ay si Ana ang dapat international. Kasi very cookie cutter. I'm feeling ko there's a reason why Angelica won. Just, hindi magbura sa isip ko that when she won, we were in backstage of Pilipinas, the way she cried, the way she was just so thankful about everything. that woman has pure heart. I mean, mind you. Kaya ganun siya kasipag ngayon, kaya ganun siya ang gaan. Ang sarap nilang i-follow.
But you know, spill ko na din kasi nakausap ko naman si Mami G. Sabi niya, there were challenges during Angelica's preparations for Miss International. Because minsan yung haba ng oras na hindi ka nagte-training, hindi ka nagpe-prepare for the pasarela and all, pwede mo palang makalimutan lahat ng mga napag-aralan mo when it comes to presentation.
Dapat everyday talaga. Yung 1 year yun ang mahirap. Akala natin pagka 1 year before, na-master mo na.
But the thing is, I think magandang nangyari yon that there were some points where parang nakalimutan daw ni Angelica yung mga angles niya, kung paano siya parang the muscle memory, faded when it comes to presentation. And I think that will end up as a advantage and blessing for Angelica because if kinakailangan niyang i-finesse yung galaw and movement niya, then she has to unlearn first the things that she did during Binibini in 2023, right?
Kasi Binibini kasi she was, alam mo na universe ng utak niya. She was like, para sa Samantha Bernardo when they were competing, they were really Miss Universe ako. Like, I mean, every Filipino girl who competes at pageant has always been where Miss Universe in that time. Nare-realize na lang naman nila kung ano yung pageant na sa nila after, diba? Bihira yung katulad nila Krishna Gravides na alam automatic no? Na I can soften it. So mag-Miss World ako, diba? Pero ito kasi kailangan niyang kalimutan. So tama naman na tanggal nung matagal na nawala sa isip niya for a while. I think even naman kung si Mirna, same energy. Diba? Sinabi ko nga sa'yo, in an ideal world, should be yung Binibining Pilipinas
Universe.
Pero dahil things have changed, iba yung galawan na. It's really, really refreshing to see them change. Yung dulot siguro ng pahinga. Yung kalma, yung pahinga, nakapag-reassess ka, naisip mo what am I doing or what kind of title am I gunning after, and the woman that I should be presenting myself as.
And dahil mas kalma ka na, mas focus, may laser focus ka when it comes to doing the stuff that you need to deliver.
Oo, correct.
No? Kasi kapag all your energies are everywhere, the problem there is that you cannot focus on a singular task. And sometimes, yung utak mo na going everywhere, kapag nandun ka na sa stage, kuminsan nadadala mo pa din eh.
Oo, ay gusto kong kailangan kabog yung sagot. Kailangan.
So you end up overthinking your pose, hindi mo na-execute ng maayos kasi hindi siya smooth yung
May karapatan ng magaganyan si CJ Opiasa kasi nga yung pageant niya nangahanap talaga ng molde.
Correct.
So kaya si CJ, kasi baka other would argue, bakit si CJ? Diba kailangan ni CJ yun. Kailangan niya
it's
ma-capture yung camera eh.
That's the thing nakakaiba kay Miss International at kay Miss Grand. You need to be like extra to the 100th level for Miss Grand. With Miss International, iba yung hinahanap nila. They want someone na matapos man ang competition, siya pa rin yun.
Queen talaga siya.
Queen pa rin. And the entire stay that they had in Tokyo, that is the entire competition itself for Miss International, which is kind of different from other pageant systems that they are only scored during the preliminaries, during the finals. With Miss International, even the chaperones have something to say about the attitude.
Ganun din daw sila this year, di ba? Na parang when you set foot in the airport, you know what you're doing.
You want? Can I get na? Okay.
Parang you know what you do. Alam namin kung late kayo. Nangyari talaga sa the government. And the Japanese, just ko naman. The premium they give on
being time, being professional and respectful. So there.
So again, another 1 more 7 crown for Miss Angelica ngayon sa Miss International to show your support. I think the Miss International app has an ongoing voting system. That is, you can do as fast as to go to the Miss International app and vote for Angelica every single day. It's free. Just download the app. Hindi naman yun mabigat masyado sa phone nyo. It's at least we can do to support our kababayan for Miss International.
Okay, so let's read some comments. Sabi ni Daniela Alejandro Lee, I mean, Atisa gown didn't do well. Good thing Atisa is great in pasarela.
Pageant yun, hindi ko alam.
I think it's the one in
The
Vietnam.
pageant that must not
the one that must not be named.
Okay, I don't know what pageant it is, but I know Atisa competed with something recently. To be fair, that gown was beautiful.
The thing is, okay, because I was able to, I'm not gonna disclose names na lang, but I was able to talk with a lot of Filipino media who covered the event in Vietnam, the competition in Vietnam.
Okay.
And they said that because the stage is so massive, naglaho sa stage yung karamihan ng mga girls na hindi ganun ka
So, itim lang
huge
nakita nila?
yung gown or hindi ganun
Yung lang nakita nila, sabihin all they see is darkness.
whatever it is,
Darkness one.
whatever it is what it is. The best thing that we can do is just move on.
I don't think Atisa should feel bad. It was a beautiful competition.
Yeah.
I mean, what she did was spectacular. To me, ginalingan talaga ni Ate Girl. Issue ba yung hindi ka lumabas kung napilayan ka? Ang issue, bakit napilayan yung girls? Bakit hindi safe ang stage mo at bakit siya nagigiba? Yun ang mas malaking problema sa akin. I don't think the issue yung kung napilayan ka, you should be able to stand up and do your thing. What did she do? She walked the preliminary. She struck her spot on the street.
And
you just can't accept the fact na kahit pilay siya the day before, ang galing niya than most of them on that stage.
And I think one of the things that we really need to take into consideration here is us Filipino fans. The next time that there's another international competition who is proclaiming to be the next Miss Universe, the next biggest pageant in the world, hinahinay sa pagsuporta simply because the candidate that we're sending there is someone famous, someone na established ang following, because kadalasan nagagamit tayo nang hindi natin napapansin. And saka tayo nagagalit kapag nagamit na tayo, kasalanan din naman natin kasi nagpagamit tayo, 'di ba? So before you invest emotionally, at least try to investigate first. Yung konting preno lang na hindi 100% give all. You need to investigate. Baka mamaya hangin lang yung sinasabi sa'yo na hanggang laway lang yung investment nila. Kasi tayo
Standard, di ba? Kita mo, how did we do the campaign? Just support the girl. Focus on the girl socials, di ba?
Oo.
Pagkatapos mga natin, pagtaasin yung following.
Kasi ang nangyari kasi is, in-overhype ng mga Filipino fans yung competition na yun.
Tapos parang ano yun? Tapos parang tayo lang yung, di ba? Gamit na gamit tayo, be. Pinapunta niya na get. No, I mean, that pageant is meant to be its first and its last. I don't know what's going to happen next. But I think it was I don't say the pageant was good, but Atisa Manalo did good. That's very worthy competition. I think if that is in a different competition or Miss Universe, it's an impeccable performance. I like that swimsuit performance is very good. The way she commands the camera. I haven't seen, ako lang siguro meron man akong reklamo, huwag sasama yung loob, lalo na kaya Ian, mahal na mahal ko kayo. Pero siguro dahil yung nakita ko sa MUPH, yung pa rin yung mga movements. So may konting variation. Yung the twists and turns are always parang umabot sa point na ina-expect ko, asan na yung ganito niya? Asan na yung reverse turn? Sana medyo yung konting kakaiba na abang. But that's equally, ako walang sama ng loob sa akin. Kasi
the thing kasi is, if they don't like you, they don't like you. And allegedly, a president of a previous organization did not like our girl. Yun ang chismis. Okay, so bahala na kayo manghula ko ano yun. So there.
Mahilig pa naman tayo sa matatamis. Ayaw na sa atin.
Yeah.
Diabetic.
Yes. So, okay. Ay, isplok ko na yun ha. Imbes na...
Wala, diabetic daw guys. Paano?
Hala. Basta quiet na tayo dyan. Okay.
Baka sabihin nyo, tama lang na tinanggal ka na.
Halo.
Halo na yun.
Ayan, tuloy na.
Ganyan ginawa nila last week. Kumakain sila habang
Oo.
gagawin din namin yun.
Gagawin din natin yan mamaya. Oo. Okay. Ano muna tayo sa mga comments?
Si Alfred pa pala from Miss Earth.
Oh, yes.
Alam ko medyo nakakalimutan natin si Ate Girl. Huwag nyo rin pong kalimutan. Supportan nyo rin kawawa naman. Kasi parang ang bababa ng visibility niya.
And also considering that Miss Earth is happening right here, right now in the Philippines, medyo parang nakakatakot na wala man lang tayong masyadong
Although there are certain biases, nakikita ko, nahagip ng feed ko si Miss Peru, Miss Australia, among some of the top favorites in Miss Earth. If they're going to be the winners, perfect. Ano si Miss Peru, di ba? Bongga-bongga. So, yun. So, supportan nyo rin si Ira, kawawa naman. Kasi talagang halos walang lumalaban yung bata. As in, di ba? Tsaga niya mag-create ng content, pero minsan hindi pa umabot ng 100 sa isang araw. Like, ano ba yun? Parang, the least we can do is to show some love, di ba? Whether she win or she doesn't, or, I mean, nakita rin naman kasi namin how the support for Yana Aduana was last year. I think even Yana herself showing her support towards her earthling sister. So, ilaban natin pa yan. Let's read some comments.
Sige.
Habang makain ka dyan, ako magbabasa ngayon.
Oo, nandun na tayo kay Daniela Alejandro Lee. Sabi niya, Angelica reminds me of Sovietskaya. Bakod. She was binibining Pilipinas Queen. 1995, di ba?
Totoo.
Oo.
Si Miss Philippines para magaling gumiskate. Ano reaction niyo sa Miss Myanmar? Bakit naging ang outcome? Huwag kang delusional. If you are delusional and you get it into your head without trying to work, honey, it ain't gonna work. Not gonna happen, honey. Wag dilulu. This is a competition. It's either you win or you lose. If you lose gracefully. If you win gladly.
Yeah.
Yun. Did India win Miss Earth already? 2010, Nicole Faria.
Yeah.
Yes. It was in Vietnam. Yun. Sa kanila, OIC, rig daw ang ganap sa... It wasn't a pageant, it was an event.
Wala ako na-comment na lang. Kasi...
Ba, hindi ko makalala yung winner. Asa na ba? Wala na ako nakikitang kung anong ganap doon sa winner. Ang alam ko, ang ganda ng event ng Miss Grand sa Icon Siam kagabi sa Thailand. As in, ang galing. Ayan. At dahil kumakain na nga tayo, the biggest pageant of them all, still, wala tayong magagawa. Kahit anong po at hinanakit ang gusto natin sabihin.
Kahit na ang daming fans, Filipino fans that are saying na they're not supporting Miss Universe dahil kay Halo, dahil kay Raul Rocha. At the end of the day, Miss Universe is still the biggest pageant in the entire world.
Correct.
And it's also
fly from Tokyo to Mexico real quick.
And also, this is also the reason why a lot of pageant pages and content creators and vloggers are creating content on Miss Universe on a regular basis. Bihira yung nagpo-post on Miss International, Miss Earth alongside Miss Universe nowadays. Simply because they know that's where the money is.
Can I just say, this is at the edition na sobrang daming Filipino vloggers na nandoon ngayon.
Exactly.
Adam Hinato is there.
Pawi is there. Christian of Crown is there. Mga okay, preno na, wag na tayong preno na. Behave tayo. Okay.
Ang dami nandoon. Minsan ko paliparin nyo nga kami.
Honestly, since I've covered Miss Universe before.
Twice ba thrice?
Since 2014 to 2018. So that's roughly 4 years.
Great.
Pagod siya. It's a very tiring experience to cover. In as much as I would love to do it again, but I don't think in the course of 2 weeks, 7 days minsan nagko-cover ako ng Miss Universe. it came to the point where you no longer enjoy the experience. That instead of going there to savor the experience, yun yung wala.
Ko. When what's happening here, I went forward Miss Universe once, diba? Dito na sa Pilipinas yun as inagalit ko kay Jackie siya na the ex-PR director ng Miss Universe.
Jack is no longer in the Miss Universe org.
Well, yeah, pero sobrang she gave a lot of pageant medias a hard time.
She was like that even in other countries. She was even more strict, I think, in Vegas. And hindi and with all, you know, with all due respect with Jackie, she was very strict, even more so with the Latinos. Sa amin kasi ng mga Pinoy, she was a little bit more lax. Kasi siguro napansin din niya, tatagalogin ko na lang kasi mahirap na kung in English natin to. Kasi nung panahon namin ni Nailari ng Sash Factor when I was covering in Miss Universe, ang mga Latino talaga agresibo. And hindi naman tayo ganun ng mga Pinoy. So, I think medyo parang bakasyon ang labas niya sa pag-handle ng mga Pinoy versus the other mga more aggressive na mga media outlets. Kaya feeling ko may konting leeway tayong mga Pinoy when it comes to the coverages. May kindness. Yun na hindi ko nakita na ipinakita, hindi naman pinakita, but hindi ko madalas na makita na ganun yung kaamor siya sa mga Latinos.
Eh yung pageant pages below, Philippines.
I haven't experienced them.
Kamusta kaya?
I haven't seen them in covering pageants.
In fairness, another good thing about Miss Grand this year, naging mabait sila.
Oo. In fairness.
Ano nangyari?
Ayun. Okay, before we start with Miss Universe.
Before we start the war,
Before we start with Miss Universe, ano muna tayo? Pakiramdaman muna natin. What do you feel 2024 Miss Universe will bring to the competition?
I don't know if it will bring controversy. I think it's bringing controversy already, but more so I think it would bring more of it will bring back the anticipation from the country that needs the anticipation the most. I think, feeling ko, Kun Ann, this past few days visible naman, she's been hanging around with a lot of Latino people, bosses, and even personalities, diba?
Yeah.
I think she kind of felt the warmth. She's trying to gauge where the fanfare is coming from.
Yeah.
So parang inaaral niya na bakit ganito ka crazy ang mga Venezuelans, Mexicans, and all. So I think baka gusto lang niya maranasan for the year. So I'm expecting pretty Latinized competition this year. Heavily Latinized.
Same. For me, I'm a little bit worried because eto pakiramdam lang. It's a gut feel. I am currently feeling that 2024 is going to be a pivotal year for the Miss Universe pageant. And if our hunch is right, that we are going back to the more physical beauty in terms of selecting Miss Universe, then we have to recalibrate for the next 5-10 years. I think that this year will tell us what's going to be the expectation moving forward in the next 5-10 years, because this time around what I am worried about is that you have Osmel there and his title is advisor. If we're going to base on Osmel's definition of beauty, which is very, very limited, it's not very inclusive.
Yes.
The way that he views beauty.
Hindi woke ang beauty standards ng Osmel. It was a very manufactured.
Yes. If that is something that we will see that the organization is going to advise the judges, then we're in deep shit. Because
we're the Catrionas app. Kasi yun ang hindi nila matabog diba? I think for Filipinos will be expected, not expecting, kasi magkaiba yun.
Expected to deliver.
So feeling ko, the names that comes to my mind, yung mga girls like Kathleen Paton might be paingayin na siya, the Gabi Basianos might be, mga ganun. Kasi yun kung yun ang standard of beauty, because those are the women that represent that kind of beauty. Pero, given that, we are being represented differently this year. And I have a different hunch with how everything is going. So, ever since, okay, go.
Let's, because we're going to discuss per continent like we used before, di ba?
Sige. Like we did before.
Unahin na muna natin yung continents and then the overall girls na hindi natin may ipasok sa mga continents simply because they are simply beyond the continental grouping. So let's start with the girls in Africa.
Usually, Africa yung pinaka... Africa is
Underserved.
the country that's underserved during the Trump era. Why am I
Very.
bringing back Trump era? Because I think we're heading towards that direction. But this year, we are lucky and blessed to be given a set of very beautiful women that represents the continent really well. Na hindi lang South Africa. Because in the past few years, when we say Africa, we're limited to just South Africa.
Yeah.
And there are very, very rare instances where girls like Mary Esther Ware from Kenya would place, or some countries such as Zimbabwe or Nigeria would make it. I think in the recent years, Nigeria did place the top 20, but not really through and through. And with that being said, I think Nigeria, one of the most beautiful faces in the competition, will definitely get into the top 20. I think of all the Nigerian representatives in the past 10 years, this is one girl that has the biggest support I've heard among Nigerian pageant fans. She's been rallied and supported through the controversy about being part of Miss South Africa and how Nigerian she is. Really pulled her out and up to the fore. But I think she's really a true blue, beautiful African woman that needs to be watched out in competition. Zimbabwe. It's another worthy competition.
I agree.
Very pretty.
I agree.
Extremely
Gorgeous.
pretty. The last time Zimbabwe placed was in 2000.
Was it?
Yeah. Zimbabwe was in the top 10 of Miss Universe 2000. She was competing against the Lara Datta of India. I remember kasi siya yung the song was Careless Whisper. Tapos
The song talaga,
naka-glove siya. Tapos may African beats yung gown. Tapos she was in the ponytail. You watch Miss Universe 2000 competition, Zimbabwe was there. And I think that was the last time Zimbabwe was part of it. And now, they're being represented by a modern Zimbabwean that's evoking.
I want to add that your selection are very visually stunning girls.
Which is their choice.
Yeah.
But I don't know, South Africa, will she make it?
For me, there are two girls that I am looking at among the African continent. And those two are simply there because I like the diversity that they bring into the competition. Egypt and South Africa. South Africa is legally deaf. With a cochlear implant.
Baka some of you might be wondering why is she speaking a certain way, because she was balancing hearing difficulty with lip reading. That's why she sounds like
let's not be too...
Be kind.
Yeah, let's be kind when it comes to the way that she talks, because deaf people have difficulty, pronunciating words.
I've
because
seen kasi yung comments din.
Yeah. And also, I am putting Egypt because she's the first woman with vitiligo to compete at Miss Universe. She's a single mom, and she is beyond the usual age of a Miss Universe candidate. She's in her 30s. So
she looks very Kardashian to me, pag tama ang makeup.
Yes. And I think because I was able to meet her care of Josh Yugen. So thank you, Sir Josh, for allowing us to meet her. And one of the things that I'm really impressed with Lugina is that when she talks with so much compassion that you cannot help but root for her to win.
Yeah.
And if you bring that to a competition, and I do hope that the set of judges this year are not just going to look for the visuals for a Miss Universe, but also looking at the heart, looking at the intellect. We really need to,
She's very kind.
we really need to, to expand yung definition natin ng beauty to include people who are not usually included in that spectrum.
Her energy reminds me of Erica Robin. You're very well loved,
Yes!
Miss Pakistan. Ganun na ganun. Another Yugen girl.
Another Yugen girl.
She just carries that energy.
Yeah.
Yung ang daan, ang kalmado. She knows she might not be everybody's cup of tea, pero pag lang siyang pakialam, I still like you, halika, sama ka sa akin.
Yeah.
And medyo nang-irita lang ako because there's a video that surfaced this past few days na medyo may nakatabi siyang higa-aya-aya ang ugali sa competition, which a controversy we will touch on later. Medyo nabiktima siya noon. So parang I like how she handled it. She just went on the next girl and included on her live because, hello, for her to share her platform with you na dapat inaas, she's been dedicating to herself. She was gracious enough to share, understand enough to share, yeah. Another thing, in terms of inclusivity, hijabi girls, do you think they have chance of, because Erica was a hijabi, quote unquote, Miss Bahrain did not make last year.
I think this year
This year we have Somalia. So what
this
are your
year,
thoughts?
I think there is a large chance for.
I think she might be
Yes.
top 30, but not well.
Well, let's see. For me, I think if she makes top 30, it's easier for her to move forward, move upwards. We're talking about Miss Somalia, okay? But again, it will all depend on the set of judges. We will talk about that later.
Correct. But so far, those are like, we have 5.
We have 5. We have 5.
girls from South Africa.
And then there are
From Africa.
there are even girls who are still on the way. I think Eritrea is still on the way to
to Mexico.
to Mexico. So we're still not the
Discounting.
expected 130 girls or 127
Hindi
girls.
na, 129 at the most because somebody went home.
Pag-usapan natin yan mamaya.
So,
Okay?
akala ko, graduate tayo sa kamalditahan.
Oo.
Evil bitches in the house, honey.
Yes.
This Halloween.
Masyado nilang isinapuso yung yung
Correct.
Halloween na
Grabe.
character.
Somebody decided to play evil witch. A beautiful evil witch.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
talk Europe.
Europe is it's an interesting.
Visually, yes, but I find their presentation is still
weak.
bland.
It's very bland. I mean, there are girls who had missed opportunity. Well, physically presenting Finland for
Finland.
one is being pushed to the fore, but
Yeah.
I think medyo may styling sablay. Pero yung
Oo.
feeling ko,
Yeah.
it's not her fault.
It's just that hindi aral yung style niya with the Miss Universe competition. I think there is just a misalignment on the expectation on how you dress up for Miss Universe.
Yes, pero feeling, I have kasi also a feeling that sometimes
Yeah.
what we see online is a different story that traverses
On site.
on site.
Yes.
At yun nung mamaya when we go to Chelsea, we'll discuss how this is playing.
Okay.
I think for Finland, she's very light there. Meron, may sense kami na she's very, very light. I think she's very, very kind. From what we heard also, nag-cover, talagang may kabaitan si Miss Finland. That's why, even if sometimes parang feeling nyo nabubudulan kayo, I think Finland is one of the girls to watch out for. Spain is another one.
Naunahan mo ako.
España is
España is
feliz.
muy
Feliz, muy increíble esta mujer.
Increíble,
Me
yeah.
gusta, me gusta. O smell. Charot ako. Pero totoo.
me gusta.
Me gusta. Me gusta España.
Yeah. I think Spain is okay. This year they're sending another black girl at Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Last year with Atenea, they made top 10, right? The highest that a European went on to Miss Universe.
And El Salvador, diba?
And Spain this year is trained by no other than the Venezuelan catwalk queen herself, Giselle Reyes.
Oh, wow.
So, I am expecting that this year, I would see Spain at the top 30, probably even top 10.
Correct. Oh,
I kind
think
of
top 12 material.
I kind of
Spain.
feel that when she smiles, she's so gorgeous. She has a very toothpaste commercial levels na smile.
Yes.
Very commercial. She has a very commercial beauty, even if she's black. Which sometimes there are people who think that just because you're black, you're not commercial,
Oh, no.
which is so wrong in terms of
It's
thinking.
archaic.
It's very archaic. It's very
not the way to
outdated.
see things too.
Yes.
But I think Spain will really do well. I think some girls naman, I don't think she will go far, but Serbia is one of the girls that they're looking into. Huwag sana maging Angelka Tomasovic. Angelka was a former Miss Earth semi-finalist, red-haired Serbian woman. Na nung when she went to
Miss Universe in
she did not
2014.
make it in 2014.
And it was simply because there were so many gorgeous girls in 2014.
Oh, there was a comment. No? Sabi ni Daniela Alejandra, Spain is half Cuban. That explains
That's
the
explained the color.
Piel morena.
Love it. Love it.
Me Yeah, kaya pala ganun siya.
Yes.
Other girls in Europe that's worthy to... I don't know about France. Medyo hindi ko ma-feel yung energy.
I'm going to throw in another Filipina.
Who?
Great Britain.
Oh,
Christina Chalk.
Christina Chalk. It may be time for Great Britain. It's been like 11 years because the last Great Britain girl that places Amy
Was Amy Willington.
in 2013.
13.
Diba? So, malay natin kung sino. I have a feeling
I have
this
a-
Filipina girls
okay.
are gonna go.
Mamaya natin pag-usapan. Because I think that all 4 Filipina girls have a fair chance of making top 30 this year.
I mean, for Asia.
Mamaya. Hindi pa na wala pa tayo sa Asia.
Sorry, I'm against some pride.
So, okay.
5 girls.
Naka-five na ba tayo? Si Spain,
Spain.
si Finland,
Finland.
Great Britain.
Britain. I said
You
Serbia
mentioned
and
Serbia and you didn't say Denmark.
Denmark.
Did
is-
you?
I did not. I haven't pa.
You didn't.
Denmark has a good chance to.
You shot down France.
I shot on France. Not yet now. Baka-
Not yet. Maybe after several more days, when we see more of her in the competition.
Yes. Because usually, I'm so sorry to say, pero European girls are usually filler girls eh. I do not know what's happening. Di ba usually the Italians are bringing the A game.
Yeah, the Scandinavian girls are really bringing the
Swedish
A-games.
girls. Like, Sweden is the sad story of this.
But the thing is, Ukraine, gorgeous.
Ukraine too. Sa
Ukraine
Dia,
girls.
sa...
I forgot her name.
No, the De Los Muertos event yesterday.
Yes. She was
That's-
gorgeous. She was
Yeah,
gorgeous.
She was gorgeous, but the event wasn't. Hello. I was expecting... alam mo, marami
What's
akong
with
moment-
the lighting in Miss Universe?
Alam mo, here's
that
the
was
thing.
like,
The thing I can compare it with, in 2002, when it was held in Puerto Rico, they had a similar
Similar.
event. Diba? In 2016, we did it in Vegan. Diba?
the thing kasi here is that we love the cultural aspect of the Dia de los Muertos. The problem was that it was so overhyped that the live stream wasn't giving, the lighting wasn't giving, the stage was so flat that you couldn't see the girls when they're
It
walking.
was like a party. It's a street party.
Yeah.
May maganda pa yung poblasyon.
Pero the thing is, I think maybe if there was just more lighting, adequate
I think
adequate
they
lighting.
had to, they should
Elevate.
have elevated it.
Yes.
Kasi for everyone to see.
Yeah.
Not like it seems like they're blending with the crowd. What's with the camera angle that is far? And they're like waiting for their turns. But you know what? One of the girls talagang magaling doon. I'm proud that her Chelsea is one of the best dressed up. Again, I'm gonna go back to that later. But those are the girls. Yeah, Ukraine
Yeah.
really stood well yesterday.
Yes.
Kasi may mga ganong events talaga usually that gives the opportunity
Yeah.
for you to shine.
To shine.
One of the things I'm waiting for, ewan ko kung meron pa niyan, they used to have the governor's ball. Usually the governor of
I
the
am
whole
not-
city hosts a very big banquet.
I am not sure if there's going to be one, but
There might
there
be.
will be a tea thing with Chelsea, so that might be their equivalent of
Like,
the
Chinese
government.
Malakas, the farewell tea.
Yeah, the
I think
farewell
that would be
tea party.
tomorrow.
Oh no,
Tomorrow, Tuesday.
it's on the 13th or
Aba.
after the prelims.
Oh, after the Philippines.
After the prelims pa. Yeah.
Anong pa-
15.
I mean, medyo malayo pa. But
Oo.
those are the girls na medyo we can look into. I mean, Ukraine has been previously successful. Wala pa rin makatalo kay Diana Garcusa para sa akin. Which was really, really...
I am...
Olesia.
Si Olesia.
Olesia talaga. That
Olesia
woman was
talaga.
the goddess in 2011 and 2014. Those women are really, really...
And since I've seen Diana Garcusa in person, she actually looks very similar facial-wise with Oksana Fedorovna.
Oo. It's an unpopular decision. I mean, it's an unpopular thing to say, but the Russians and the Ukrainians are pretty close in terms of, you know.
But I'm hoping Ukraine will make into semis.
I really do hope so. I think they deserve. We have 30 slots to fill.
Yeah.
I mean,
so I think it's more liberal nowadays.
Mas liberal nowadays.
It's democratic.
There are a lot of people that can take that spot. So, yes, there's a mention with Bahrain. We're moving to Asia.
Yes, we're moving to Asia.
We're moving to Asia. So
Last na natin ang mga Latinas kasi I think mainit.
Difficult spot to fill.
No, it's not.
Will stab each other. There's a killer in the house, honey. I think somebody is willing to get some knife and stab somebody in the back ngayon. I mean,
okay.
One down.
One down, honey.
One Latina down, honey. More
my God.
Pero ibig sabihin, sa Asia Pacific, alam mo,
Ang dami.
Pero initially, of course, we're very, very biased with our skills. Pero
of course.
Unang tingin natin, napunta kay, unahin ko na si Opal Suchata.
Okay.
Of Thailand. I have a very mixed reaction with
Opal.
I was expecting super powerful arrival. Maybe because I was Antonia Porcio gave us so much last year.
Yes.
It was so
and
much.
even the girls from the previous years, from Amanda Oddam to Anna, the Tiger, they all gave really very strong arrivals.
Give. But this one, I'm kind of surprised to feel that there's a bit of a, I don't know, parang may cushion. There's like a back support. There's like, you know the feeling when somebody tells you, I got you, this is what you want to do? Saying I got you versus I got this is a different thing. You know what I mean? If I say I got you and I got this, it solicits and exhibits a different reaction.
Yeah.
For Thailand, it's an I got you energy. I have a feeling that, okay, she arrived, polished, well put, expected. Because that's what the Thai does. I know she will walk really, really well, body's good, face card check. But
will she wear Rian Fernandez? I think so. I hope so.
Parang walang baby si Rian ngayon, so most likely chances are.
I hope so.
She already wore Asava, the red dress from Srinavari, last night's after party. So those are the things that I see. I have a feeling there's so much support that it starts looking cautious, guided. It doesn't lose the steam, but it kind of feels.
For me, I think this time around, after all the very in-your-face pasabog of the previous years, I think they are doing a different attack this time. I think that they are trying to do something that's a little bit more subtle. And I think that is going to work to their advantage because if they're going to do it a little subtle, not overly in your face, they don't create enemies.
Here's another thing.
And
we used to rant a lot about how Thai girls are overworked
yes.
before coming. That's the thing here with Opal.
She's not overworked. She always looks fresh.
She's fresh. She hasn't done so many promotional materials.
Yeah.
She did one Turkish Airlines, that's it.
Yeah. But she's not overworked.
She's not overworked.
And thank God the NUT listened to us fans when we kept on saying do not overwork your girls, and they're doing it now with Suchata.
Well,
and with Suchata,
no, because some little birdie told me, how could she be overworked when she's dating Neil's son? Diba? That's according to whatever.
Okay.
Pero, I mean, that's what I was saying. There's a cushion.
Yeah.
There's a big support. I think
And
there's
I think
high level of comfort.
that's a good thing. Because she can keep her eyes on the competition.
Correct. So, she can focus more. The thing with this kind of girls, ngayon, because I see Thailand in such a light, I'm more excited to see how she performs in evening gown and preliminary.
Yeah.
Because these are the kinds of girls that they have to prove you
Yeah.
and prove they earn you.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's easy. She's gonna get in. But she's just really, really good. Pero
How far?
this is a girl that is expected to go far.
At least another top 10 finish.
I mean, Antonia was first runner-up, the same.
But I think this year, I am a little bit biased towards the Latinas simply
I
because
know.
they are in their home turf.
Same thoughts.
So,
First spot
Yeah.
for Asia goes to Thailand.
Thailand.
Second is, please.
Philippines, of
Come
course.
on.
Come on.
Come on.
We don't
Chelsea
need
manalo.
we don't need to debate that. There's a lot of in the comment section.
In fairness si Jason for a Miss Philippines,
Okay. In the comment
Bira,
section,
no?
in the comment section, there is like this energy that doesn't seem to be very supportive of Chelsea from some lang naman, hindi naman lahat. Some Filipino pageant fans. But I think the mere fact that she was a standout during the Dia de los Muertos, one of the standout, Lacatrinas during the event says something about the Filipina presence on stage.
This is what I was trying to say earlier. Prior to arriving to Mexico, we have a lot of apprehensions, diba? There's a lot of things that we cannot say, we cannot express. Parang ano ba to? Parang kulang lackluster. We haven't seen much pasabog. Because I think the thing with us Filipinos, we are used to seeing a lot of pasabogs before they step in. I think under the guidance and tutelage of Seven Barreto, who created a whole batch of beautiful, beautiful visuals. At nararamdaman ko yun. And so happy to see the boxing reference, to see the Rosalinda reference.
What I'm seeing on Facebook pages are actually the AI generated na mga images, which was for me was like
but
deliciously
if you
made.
check the catalog, it's really, really good. She started, I think Seven also released photos of her wearing pinks and the oranges and the bright reds, which suits the skin and the different hairstyles, which I like. So the thing I think there is parang natatakam ako to see that in person, but I don't really see that much on
Okay.
But it kinda somehow finds its way back
Yeah.
in forms. The first good thing she did, I think, when she arrived, a lot of people didn't like the Cari Santiago gold terno. It was, but that, it looks great editorially,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have
Register
enough
on-
room for movement.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
however, the moment she switched into that white, ano to Gloria Diaz 69 din. I mean, I can feel how the makeup team and also this one, she is a huge favorite of makeup team. They cannot lie. They like her. I haven't seen a very bad angle or bad
makeup,
of
yeah.
her so far from the team.
So I think
that says a lot.
for me, kalma lang ako with Chelsea.
Kalma ko with Chelsea.
Kalma ko with Chelsea.
Because they were expecting different
And
then Chelsea arrived mabait.
And here's the thing kasi, from the get-go, wala akong narinig na, we need battery, can I get the, No, the entire thing.
Sure.
Yes. Because 20% na ang ating battery. Sorry.
We talk too much.
We talk too much.
Energy, pero it's not gonna stop us from giving you a show.
Okay.
So, yun.
Ayun.
Okay, we're
So,
safe.
yan. Okay, we're safe.
The thing is that, the kindness
Oo.
yung bait niya talaga as a person.
At saka, here's the thing. This is the thing that I don't like when you are well connected. Sometimes dumarating na lang sa amin yung mga chismis. Even before Michelle left for Miss Universe, I've already been hearing people saying to me na ayaw ng org kay Michelle. That's what I've been hearing. And
Miss Universe organization or MEPH org?
Not MUPH, definitely.
Okay. So,
Okay.
Kun-an doesn't like Michelle.
So that's the rumor that I have been hearing. So I was like, how can we push for someone that the org doesn't like? Unlike with Chelsea, wala akong narinig na negative.
Oh, except for the two Mahaderas who had the live stream and said,
They don't count.
Philippine. What do you think about Philippine?
They don't count.
Pero, I mean,
They were okay.
they were
Here's my
trolling.
take. Here's my
They were
take.
testing us.
Not just testing. They were playing us for a reaction. Because if we make a reaction, they're gonna imagine the engagement that they're gonna get if we reacted negatively.
You know Filipinos.
And you know Filipinos, we are so easy to get baited.
Marunong na kayo.
Exactly.
Hindi na kayo katulad ng dati.
Oo.
You are wiser than your years.
Honestly, the mere fact na hindi tayo kumagat, that was for me like, hallelujah. We're maturing.
You see the reception towards Chelsea. It's
Yes.
like apologetic. It was like, oh my God, hindi pala dapat ganun. Dahil
And I saw
Chelsea gave you kindness.
I saw the what do you call this? I saw the reception. There was this reception of all the candidates with Kun-an, with Raul Rocha, and Chelsea was there wearing the white na dress that you were mentioning.
Yeah.
And the mere fact that Anne and Raul were very,
Cordial about it.
not just cordial, talagang hug kay Chelsea.
There was a rumor that they now want a woman of color in the Magic Five.
Oh, diba?
And the woman of color in the Magic Five has...
Kalma, kaya kinakailangan
Could it
kalma
be
lang.
from the continent itself, or could it be somebody who has it themselves?
So ano yun,
Medyo parang nagbago din yung ng hangin. Parang,
at saka
kasi initially, they want a full Latina. They want a full Latina.
I gotta hand it to Sir Manny. Sir Manny Halasan. The way that he prepared Chelsea, wala akong masabi.
Diyos ko naman, ano ba naman ang sabi ng Manny is one of the most humble people in the...
Exactly.
Bukod sa ang gwapo na, pero ayos pa rin, di ba?
Talagang kinakailangan lang isingit na gwapo si Sir Manny.
Totoo naman, hello. Pero ang dami kasing...
Sir Manny, hi!
Pageant trainer na alam mo yung pwedeng...
Oo, masyadong hawak sa leg.
Pag sobrang tight ng control, I understand, mahal niyo yung alaga na. Pero if it's too much, sometimes it reflects on the journey.
Exactly.
Ito sa'yo. It is what I was saying earlier. The other one, I got you by her org. This one, I got this. They had a chikahan earlier, si VVV.
Yes. Yes.
Diba? So parang...
And the energy
Diba?
between all four Filipina girls, kalma.
Guys, ako nang bahala dito because Chelsea knows what to do. Alam mo, she's killing the competition with kindness.
Wait lang ha. Sige, go ahead. I'm just gonna...
Kung some girls would kill other people with shadiness and darkness, Chelsea is killing it with kindness. Alam mo, you really can... Ang sinasabi nga nila, the intellect and stature can be taught. Attitude is what you're born with.
Yeah.
She was born really with the good values, for values. And so a lot of people in Mexico is feeling that.
Boss?
I have a feeling easy to. Top 12 at the basic. Top 12
Isa pa. Iced tea.
5 is Raven. Ako feeling ko
Okay.
nakakaplos na yung top 5. Pero sa 12 ko lang ilalagay si ate. Muna.
Wag mo, let's not jinx it.
I'm not
Ano muna?
Easy top 12 sa Chelsea, she can do that.
Oo.
Because I have
Kalma-
feeling na
kalma lang muna din
naayos
tayo.
yung pasarela sa top 30,
Yes.
diba? Feeling ko she would be streaming the swimsuit
And the evening
and
gown.
the evening gown. So, yun na yun. Pero feeling ko top 12 is sa safest zone. Kasi actually, a lot of girls, hindi natin problema ang top
30. Top 12.
Ang yung problema ay top 12.
Top 12.
Because that's what inches you towards that. So some girls might be giving into some not. So that's the first two for Asia, Thailand and Philippines. I think the next girl is
Bahrain. I am giving it to Shireen. Shireen, kung nanonood ka, hello. I was able to meet again Shireen with Logina in with Sir
the
Sir
event.
Josh
Oo,
Eugen. Yes.
The send-off party.
The send-off party. And one of the things that I am very much impressed with Shireen is the way that she speaks. She has this commanding presence, especially when it comes to conversations that are a little bit political in nature or a little bit
She knows.
tricky in nature. She knows
her way of getting through it.
Exactly. And
Hindi acidic.
oh, and she is able to give her opinions across without sounding bitter, without sounding judgmental, without sounding
Walang know-it-all.
Walang know-it-all.
Energy.
Walang know-it-all energy. It's just she is expressing what her thoughts in a kind, very professional manner.
Okay.
So I am hoping that she will be one of those girls.
Could get
That-
chances are very high. And really to that, from another predominantly Muslim country to another, I think Malaysia will finally get to break the
Sandra
ground
Lim.
after 76 years, no?
Sandra Lim.
hopefully will be that
Yeah.
girl. I think
Thank you.
sana siya na yun. Sandra has been, much like Chelsea, it's a very, very calm, subdued competition. But she's also exhibiting very kind attitude towards everybody. In terms naman of like packaging, projection, pasarela, it was pretty strong.
It was
She
fun,
reminds
strong.
me of the Philippine campaign. Parang uma-Ariela-Arida yung energy niya sa akin. So parang, when you're beginning, humility, you make do of what you have, you try to give your best every single time. And every single time we see her, Sandra really gives it her all. So I think Malaysia's time to really place is this.
Yeah.
She really deserves it. Next is, Cambodia.
Okay.
Could she be? Do you think this is
I
a
am
chance?
I am a little bit more biased towards India. She's pretty. India is very pretty for me. I like the face, very she has a very serene beauty with her. If Rachel has very like in-your-face beauty, India's beauty at Miss Universe a little bit more calm. There's a
Ako
calm
naman,
presence with her that I like.
Unpopular opinion, I would see India getting in, but not getting in because she's part of the top 5 in Asia. More like of the rest of the team. You know why? I have such a high expectation with Indian women in competition.
Maybe that's because you're Indian. So you're putting a little bit more like
Because there are girls na parang, alam mo tulad nun, saan ko yan, sila Urvashi, for instance. I want that strength for Indian women because they're known to be that. Because India is a very tricky country for women. And so, beauty pageant is not just a representation of what makes them beautiful and what makes them great. For them, being a beauty queen in India is a social movement. I know she's a smart woman.
or
Divita Rai did well.
yeah, Divita Rai was gorgeous.
Divita Rai is gorgeous. Parang wala pa siya. Ako yun na, my basis is not Harnaz. It's Divita. Pero it's more like, I'm yet to feel that energy. Maybe in the coming days she might. So,
Or perhaps maybe her beauty is much more aligned with Miss International. That's why.
the softness.
The softness.
The softness.
Yeah.
We're not seeing the strong eyes,
Yeah.
strong facial structure, and but she's really good. She's really great.
Well,
Maybe
let's see.
naabangan ko pa.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
I'm looking
She
for-
might deliver come prelims.
She might deliver in
So-
the prelims. Yeah. And I think I saw one footage of her walking out of the elevator. She was wearing this cocktail dress and that shining cream dress, which is nice. She also did well in the Katrina's thing.
I haven't seen her footage.
Maganda siya. She's also good in the Katrina. So, yeah,
So maybe it's just a selecting the right styling for her. Maybe it's that.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
that's the case, then we can seal the 5th place in Asia
Yeah.
for India.
Fifth,
For now.
hindi natin isinama si BBB.
She's
New
in
Zealand.
Oceania. Although she may not be part of the Asia, ito, si VVV is one of the girls na she may not be part of this top 5 continental team.
But I think she's gonna make it.
Even if she's part of the team, quote unquote, but she's there because she's high. Kasi naman, so, Victoria Velasquez wins. Sige, let's make it 6 for Asia.
Okay.
Oo talaga. VVV, we'll see you there.
But I think easy shoe in.
So,
Much like Philippines and Thailand.
Minsan we are saying the softness might be a boon, or minsan maybe it's because of the lack of energy that we see in the Philippines. Now I realize with VVV, we are looking at her with the Philippinized lens. I think, but if you look at her on a simple pageant fans perspective, she's doing really good.
Yeah.
I mean, the campaign so far has been exceptional.
Yeah.
The dresses are very fitted to her. The styling is very soft. It's not like trying to be fierce, trying to be Asian. It's calmer.
Yeah.
And the makeup team at Miss Universe is doing also a good job packaging VVV so well. She speaks really kind and nice. I think there are rumors that we really admired her because they know her and Christina from the MUPH. That's a previous exposure. And so when they see her there, is it like, maybe ako feeling ko, was there an expectation, was the better Miss Philippines among the 4? Or among the 3, perhaps the alumna of the pageant? But it now came to our senses na, you know what, they may be Filipina, but they are also the country they represent.
Yeah.
I mean, VVV also has a strong understanding of what a Kiwi girl is about. The modernity of a New Zealand woman. She represents, being biracial.
And what I like about V was that her title as Miss Universe New Zealand was not just handed to her. She had to fight back. She had to join another pageant, compete, and that is why there is mad respects for her.
Yeah, and that's why she was able to show us the culture that she has.
Exactly.
She was able to exhibit the understanding, I'm not just a Miss New Zealand because that's just another passport that I have, but I'm a Miss New Zealand. I remember when she was training, she hasn't been crowned yet. She would jog into the hills of Auckland, the outskirts of the city, and tell us, you know what, when I was young, this is believed to be like this and that. This is important for the Maoris. It's important for the things like that. That's the narrative. It doesn't have to be dramatic all the time.
Yeah. Kalma lang. Kalma lang.
This is a very calm Miss Universe, except for the next batch, honey. Latinas. It was going to the America straight, but I don't think the North American representation is strong. USA and Canada.
I think
prayers.
I might be wrong here, but I think the sentiments, if Miss USA does not make top 30 in Miss Universe this year, nobody will even notice.
Yeah, and nobody. There's no clamor for her at all. I mean, it's not because she's mean, she's bad, or we undermine the campaign, but I don't think at this point she's the right kind of woman that the organization is looking for.
And also, the United States has had, past tense, advantage at Miss Universe simply because it's American owned. Now we see whether or not are really American girls strong, competitive in the areas that matters, like the pasarela, like the presentation part, because they will definitely nail the interview portion because that's their language. The thing now is, if you look at other pageant systems, the US is not on top of the list.
It's not.
They're not on top of Miss World. They're not on top at Miss International or even Miss Earth. So we will now see if is the US making it into the semis in the years that it was under US ownership because it was an American brand or because it was by merit.
Correct.
So for the next 5-10 years, we will be comfortable seeing USA not making semis.
Ooh, that's bold. But I have a feeling, that could be right. Pero for this year alone in particular, USA might not get that fair share there. Canada might surprise. O, doon lang sa mga 30s, good siya. Pero the top 5 belongs to...
That even top 12, I don't see USA making top 12.
I don't know.
See?
I don't. But however, in Latin America, okay, I'm gonna start with I think the kindest Latina this year. Not the kindest, but the most
Least problematic.
admirable. I'm gonna
Least problematic na lang.
Oo naman. No, but Latina without problem is not nice.
Okay.
It's a package. You know problematic. Pero ibig ko sabihin, the thing about Latin America this year, this is their turf.
This is their turf.
This is their house. This is their home. It's like we enter the jungle.
Yeah.
And in the jungle, the lion sleeps tonight.
I don't think the lion even slept tonight.
I don't think she sleeps either. But first muna, let's go with the motherly potential here. I'm
Okay.
going with Genesis. With Miss Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Diba? I think Puerto Rico is
She's a shoo-in.
she's a shoo-in.
She's a shoo-in.
You know what? There's what not to love about Puerto Rico. The ability. I mean, we're living in the year and the day that persistence and we've been waiting for things to flourish. We've been waiting for gratification, no? For the time that all our efforts are, paid off. I think she really understood that well. And being a mother now has added layer of understanding and maturity towards how she can impart not only to her own family but to her other Miss Universe sisters the value of patience, the value of hard work, the value of kindness. You see, her interactions with most people in Mexico have been nothing but pleasant.
Yeah.
The makeup is on point, the packaging is on point, the presentation is on point, her knowledge of because she's American though, Puerto Rico.
I think
Comfortable. It's a very comfortable.
It's a
journey.
comfortable.
She's one of the most comfortable queens.
It's also safe to say that her making into the top 30 is going to be comfortable.
12 even.
Yeah, I
Not
agree.
even.
I agree. I think
Puerto Rico
what
top 5 in 2000.
what Alma doesn't have,
She has.
Puerto Rico has. And this is nothing against Miss USA.
Yes.
It's just that with the judges that has been revealed,
By the way,
is
90% Latinized judges.
50%
Parang
naman.
90 be.
May dinagdag pa kasi for the
Maliban
first
kay
10,
Nova, kay Michael,
Margaret,
kay Margaret, yung asawa ni
Eva,
Roberto,
Cavalli, the Italian guy, the one that Ariana dated. Yeah, she dates
Mauricio,
that good-looking guy.
but still,
Yeah.
predominantly Latina.
Yeah.
So, diba, that should be giving you an advantage. I think, I agree. What Alma has, Miss Puerto Rico, if she wears Miss USA sash, she would be placed. Yeah.
Agree.
But it just happened, she's Puerto Rican through and through. Boricua representa. Ni gusto.
Plus, I think Puerto Rico is the kind of visuals that this set of
Pageant
judges might be favoring.
Might be favoring. That would be it. So I think Puerto Rico.
Nothing against Miss USA. I think it's just you entered in the wrong year.
Yes. I think if she entered last year, she would have
Yes, she would made it.
made it. But not this year.
Not this year. Yeah.
So other than Puerto Rico, other girls that we're looking into from Latin
Among the Latin America. Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Iliana is like
Iliana,
shoe-in.
yeah. She's
No,
so gorgeous.
no issue of her
No
making
issue.
top 12.
You know what? I think this is one of the best Miss Venezuelas we've ever seen.
Except Amanda.
Dudamel.
Dudamel. I think for me, I still have a bias towards Amanda.
Amanda.
Dudamel.
Amanda is a presumptive Miss Universe.
Yeah.
So
She should.
no, our presumptive Miss Universe was Arboni.
She was the Miss Universe on paper.
On paper. Amanda
She was
Dudamel
our
was Miss Universe on
Miss
paper.
Universe
In
on
principle,
paper.
it's Arboni and Arboni won.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Iliana, again, just much like Miss Puerto Rico, her motherhood also.
Yeah.
I mean, motherhood really does something to woman. No?
She doesn't need to exert
For-
extra effort.
I just like
It's
her.
just people just navigate with her
Correct.
towards her pala.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, you look for Miss Venezuela because you just want to see her.
Exactly. There's a light, positive energy surrounding her.
Correct.
I think that is one of the
That you do
reasons
not try
why.
hard.
Yeah.
That you don't have to
Yeah.
stop people in the back and say they haven't slept in the room. But that's a level of kindness that, Venezuela, I think there's a comfort in Venezuela knowing that she is
Yeah.
Miss Venezuela.
Yeah.
That she doesn't have to be feisty, but
Yeah.
she just have to be real and be nice. And I think even before, even the pre-event that they had in the US, in LA, in Houston,
Yeah.
they went
Miami,
there first.
not Houston, Miami, yeah.
They went there first. Everything has been too
Yeah.
calm and very nice with Eliana there. So, I don't think we have a problem with Eliana or...
Even if she makes top 5, it's Venezuela.
What to me, I think top 5.
Yeah.
I think top 5 siya.
Yeah.
She's one of the girls who can confidently say, I might get
She doesn't
there.
need to cause any dramatic upheavals just to get noticed. It's
That's-
just, I don't know, it just
Not
radiates
just
from
because
her.
you're pretty
Yeah.
and strong means you have to do it. One example is also Chile, which I think
Yeah.
breathtaking.
Gorgeous.
Chile.
Gorgeous.
Me gusta.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I'm gonna throw another name.
What?
Brazil. I'm looking at short-haired women this year. I was looking
At
at
Panama supposedly.
but
Was booted out of the competition.
Yeah.
So I think Brazil might be
Brazil,
next.
yes.
And lastly, my Miss Universe on paper and in principle.
our
Our presumptive Miss Universe.
Our presumptive Miss Universe. Ati Carmel.
of Peru.
There's
Definitely
just no
question.
there will be no reason in the world for her not to make top 30,
I
top
think
10.
if you kick her out of the top 5,
If they kick her out of the competition, that's the only,
That's the only
way for her
I
to,
mean, hello, República Dominicana hit the wrong girl. You should have booted Peru out of the
Yeah.
competition. Peru, I think, is the...
I think she's the girl to beat
I
right
think
now.
She's already a Miss Universe at
This point,
this point. I mean, if you look at her, very, yun eh.
it's the thing that I like about Patty is that she reminds me of this young girl in 1993 who is not necessarily the most favored Latina over the strong Venezuelan and Colombian. She was very fresh-faced.
Oh.
She was unassuming when she competed.
Yun yung point ko kay Tati. Unassuming.
Unassuming.
May oo nga na Dayanara.
Very Dayanara and very exactly. Diba? That's the reason why for me I'm like hihilan mo lahat ng mga Latina. When you put all the Latinas in a lineup, the first person that my eyes will look at is Tati Calmel because
Tati Calmel.
there is a very calm energy coming in from her. And during the Dia de los Muertos event, the Latinas,
Kaputi siya.
she was the only one
Wearing white.
that was she was not she was not overly adorned.
Yes. She wasn't clowned out.
Yeah.
If that's the right term to say,
Yeah.
that would be
They allowed the beauty to shine through.
shine. She really did well. You know what? That's a very nice. She's like the kind of girl that if she wins, I was like, yeah, you deserve it, girl.
Yeah.
You can go home now, take the crown.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad. You should be Miss Universe. Pero
The only way that she does not make top 10, top 30, top
if she
5
falters in the Q&A.
if she messes up.
Yeah, if she messes up in the Q&A, that's it.
That's it.
But that's your girl. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Pero because she doesn't have to force it. She doesn't have to oil it.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to.
And it's
Just have to be there.
it's pretty much like Shanice last year. Nobody was like putting her all the way onto the top. She was there right smack in the middle, not making too much of a fuss.
We
But
have a
then-
different principle and paper queen that time.
That time.
I was
Yeah.
rooting for Carla Gilfu to win.
I was rooting for Thailand.
You were rooting for Antonia. Both ended in the top 5 though.
Yes.
So Yeah.
But
for
then,
this
but
year-
then we were right when we said that they needed to crown a Latina,
A Latina.
or Thailand. And that's exactly the top two scenario that was played out.
Yes. So I think right now, Peru is
Yeah.
here for every single good reason for her
Yes.
to be there.
Yes.
That's why she's members of Miss Universe. So, given that, you have 20, you have 10 more girls to fill the void. Who could them possibly be?
Were we able
we have
to think?
16 because that's only four. We have
We had
17.
5 per continent.
So we have 13 girls pa to fill.
13 girls
13
pa.
We have
See, this is the reason why I am not a fan of the top 30. Top 20, yes. Top 25, push. But top 30,
Sige,
sometimes
we'll
it's
throw-
difficult to put
So
in more
let's do
girls.
it Osmel and Kunan style. Let's throw country names and see
Okay,
how. There's a mention of Cambodia. How would she fare? I think maybe.
maybe. I am giving her a strong maybe.
Correct. Nepal.
Another maybe.
Not yet. Not quite.
Not
Almost
yet.
but not quite.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
How about Russia?
Russia, I haven't seen Russia that much.
Indonesia.
No. Sorry, maaf.
I'm sorry.
Maaf.
Not because we hate
India
you.
is we already mentioned. We already mentioned. Yeah.
She's our fifth girl in Asia.
Fifth ba? Fourth? I think it's
Fifth natin siya.
because we added VVV.
Sixth is VVV.
Yeah.
Who else?
Who else?
Pakistan. They have also.
Yes.
Pakistan
Yes.
is yes.
Pakistan is yes.
Pakistan is yes.
Yes. Business-wise, is it okay to crown another Latina? Yes.
Yeah, if it's tactical Mil Solar, you know why?
Yes.
She already had the endorsement deal that Miss Universe would kill to have.
Yes.
Dami niya nang nagawa. So
Agree.
parang, I mean, Miss Universe is just a title to seal it off.
Right now,
But she's
Miss
almost
Universe-
equal to any winner.
Miss Universe needs a commercial face that will sell all of these cosmetics. They have a Miss Universe cosmetics.
Correct.
They have a Miss Universe skincare.
Yeah.
They have a Miss Universe water. So they need someone who's commercial.
That's it. China daw.
I'd probably even consider Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong in Asia.
Yeah, maybe not China, but Hong Kong.
How about Australia?
Ooh. I haven't seen much of Australia.
Another Latina, Mexico. See?
Mexico, yes. Definitely yes.
See? Definitivamente.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
Okay, unpopular opinion, Dominican Republic.
Yes.
Clasificando no.
C.
Clasifica. Clasifica.
Yes.
Si República Dominicana. Kapunada.
I am also putting in, for some weird reason, during the La Catrina event, Turks and Caicos.
Oh, wow.
Gorgeous black woman.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Is there Trinidad and Tobago this year? I'm not sure. I would have to review.
I think there is.
Because when pasensya na, apologies, but the live stream of the La Catrinas was so bad that I cannot see the faces of the girls. I can only read their sashes.
Correct.
And if I did not, maxed out the brightness of my screen, I wouldn't even notice the girls.
Another girl, baka sampalin tayo, Colombia.
Yes.
Si.
But
Clasifica, pero top 30.
I am cautiously optimistic that she makes top 12.
You
Because
want her to make top-
I want her to make top 12.
I think that's
But
enough
because of the strong competition this year, we might just see her ending up at top 30.
Yeah. Maybe top 30. Colombia would be good there.
Yeah.
There were questions. So they said South Africa, yeah, she's a number
Definitely.
third girl in the Africa.
Definitely.
Balik nyo po ng konti, may top 5 continental placements
Yeah.
kami. Sino pa ba? Who else am I thinking?
Panama was
she would place.
Panama was in my list. She occupied the spot that I was reserving for Brazil.
Correct.
Because between the two short-haired girls, I think Panama kind of reminds me a little bit of Stefania Hernandez when she won Miss Universe. When she cut off her hair.
Myanmar daw.
Myanmar.
Could be.
Could be.
I mean, there's a year that Lau plays.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nobody thought for her, but she would place. Maybe. Who else am I missing out? Southeast Asian girls is, I don't know, Singapore. I don't know who's stronger.
I don't know as well. Maybe not.
Japan is not so strong either. Maybe another African, perhaps.
I think another African, perhaps. Yeah, I agree.
Somalia is already in our list.
Yes.
Who else in Africa?
We already.
Equatorial Guinea might make it.
I haven't seen much of her.
She was in a video the other day hanging out with... No, this is another girl. She was hanging out with... And she speaks Spanish because Equatorial Guinea is the only Spanish-speaking country in Africa. Equatorial Guinea might place in Botswana, perhaps.
Oh yes, Botswana is sure. Yeah. Botswana, yes.
Bolivia daw. Oh, Bolivia! She was wearing blue the other day. This the same event that Chelsea was wearing white. Yeah, Bolivia might make it.
I actually remember more of Ecuador.
Ecuador also. But she's an Osmel girl. Pasok yun.
Is she?
She is an Osmel girl.
Okay.
Osmel girl. Pasok yun.
Okay. See? I think
how much Latinas are there?
Oh my, I think we mainly called in mostly Latinas, right?
Grabe, Latinas.
Again, which for me, I've been saying this. I told this in my first live stream on Miss Universe like a couple of weeks ago. I said that the energy is in Latin America, and I'm not. And thank God I am proven right with your.
Reclaim it.
Not reclaim. They want to keep it in Latin America.
Ay, Raul kept it.
Yeah.
It's in its own. I'm interested also about the new crown.
Yes. Unfortunately, we're no longer gonna see the blue crown on the 12th.
It's okay.
On the 12th, Jewel Mayer will reveal the new bride.
Jewel Mayer, Filipino. Oh, Chelsea na to. Okay,
Pasok
top
na.
5 sa'yo yung isa. So, okay, we'll reveal our top 5 now. If the top 5, if the pageant is tomorrow, who would it be?
Of course, both our Miss Universe is Tati Calmel, Peru.
That will be there because she's set to win this.
Okay.
For me, about to win this.
I'm gonna put in...
Opal would be there.
Really?
Out of politics. I'm sorry, I mean, baka si Taning from Korea, which is girlfriend from Thailand, is watching. If we're Thai fans, I mean...
But I get it. I get why you put her there. She has a very strong personal story. She's good on stage. She can communicate well. So yes, I now I see it. I get it. Yes. Yes. Because I'm apprehensive right now with Opal in the top 5 because for me the pinnacle of Miss Thailand has been Antonia last year.
Correct.
But what if this? What if a antithesis to Antonia might be their third Miss Universe? We cannot say it right now.
Will Nati allow that to happen?
That's the question.
Will she allow that to happen? Because right now it's Peru's crown to lose.
Yeah.
Diba?
Okay, so we have two names.
Third girl.
Venezuela.
Oh yeah. That could spoil the fun for Thailand.
That could even spoil the fun for Tati, for me.
Yeah.
I think Ilyana can.
Yes. Another girl to spoil the fun for everybody is Philippines.
Yes.
She can spoil the shit.
Yes.
If
they're looking for a black girl.
Yes. If time comes that a black girl but relatable, transcontinental, kind, and they felt it radiated, it continues the way she does it now. You know what? I think she's better than the other girl. Put it up. Diba? Malay mo.
Last girl, Finland.
Another Latina definitely.
No, I'm putting Finland.
Finland.
Yes.
Just a white girl to wash it all up.
Yes.
Wow. I'm sorry, sabi ko, ang latest mo na.
I don't know.
No, because to balance, because there's so much colorful representation.
Exactly.
Because last
We
year,
haven't-
that was Australia's job.
Exactly.
That was
So
Australia's job.
I'm thinking that they're gonna put a black girl, a Latina, an Asian there. Because last year you have Colombia, you have Colombia, Puerto Rico, and Thailand, Nicaragua.
Overload Latina eh.
So maybe
And
this
Australia.
year they might have 2 Latinas and one from each continent
To balance it all.
to balance it a bit.
Balance it all. That would be top 5. Yeah. And still the winner would
Do
be.
you think that they might take a chance on 2 black girls at the top 5?
They might be.
Because I don't want I don't want not to mention Nigeria or Zimbabwe or any of the beautiful,
legitimize
gorgeous
the
black
blackness.
girls in
Or
Miss Universe.
Chelsea could be that Asian girl.
Yeah.
She could be that Asian
But
girl.
will Quran allow that?
Will they allow that in place of Opal? So, it's just a matter of who delivered well in the
Yes.
evening gown.
Yes.
That's why evening gown is very, very crucial this year. Evening gown competition is the deal breaker. Oh my God.
So I think this time every girl must treat every leg of the competition with equal importance.
It's
You cannot just say that it's the evening gown. We really need to, if we want like a safe, easy pass into the top 5.
VVV could also. She might.
She might.
Because
The thing is,
in place of Australia,
no. She might, knock on wood, they might play the Filipino card through VVV,
but it will
make
not be
her
a successful.
make it into the top 5
Let
instead.
me remind you, once upon a time there was Arboni Gabriel. What did you get? Nada. Diba? And we're not sending a Celeste Cortese this time, ha? Na an Italian woman with a Philippine sash. We're sending a Filipino who happens to be black. So that's a multiple layer of being Filipina. So bahala kayo dyan.
So
Do you wanna-
what we're saying is the top 5 is not a guaranteed spot for any of the girls that we have. They have to work hard for it because as of the moment, the ball might roll away from the favorites.
Correct.
So yeah.
Diba? Gusto
Okay.
ko muna magbasa ng comment.
Comments, sige, go ahead.
Wait lang.
Habang I pour us a drink.
I-restart ko lang. Ano yung comment section nila? Kasi live chat.
It usually is the first, what do you call this? The first chat that pops up.
I-reload ko muna yung phone ko.
Ay! Okay. There.
Diba? Ang daming invest. Ang daming yan nagsasabi. Ang daming...
Ito na, ang daming ang mga comments. Okay.
Gusto kong basahin.
Blinks Forever says, oops, sorry, this year's Miss Universe is from Asia. Why not? We wouldn't be very opposed to that. Okay?
Okay na naman. Pero who's Asian are you talking about?
Yeah.
Diba? Okay naman Asian. But who's Asian is it? Eh, feeling ko naman. Isa pa sa mga tao na yung confident with Miss Philippines.
Okay. Eto na lang. Miss US, okay. Sabi ni Daniela Alejandro Lee, Miss USA has a great credential. She's a US military, scientist, and Stanford University graduate. But I think you're right.
doesn't
Parang
matter.
top 30 lang siya.
It doesn't matter even. Yeah.
Sabi din ni Daniela, wait, Michael Cinco is one of the judges. Isn't he blind? Sorry, I'm not knowledgeable sa kanya, lol. No,
He's not blind.
Fashion statement niya yung sa oversized na niya,
Glasses.
sa glasses. But the thing kasi with Michael Cinco, he might, what do you call this? He might, his definition of beauty might be more European inclined.
She likes...
Plus-
he likes more...
We also have to remember that Nova Stevens is on the judging table. So that might be in favor for the Africans.
Correct.
So,
Sabi nila Nigeria is like a black iris pitinar. Yeah, correct.
yes, agree.
What about Great Britain and Egypt? Pasok sila sa listahan natin. Myanmar, El Salvador. Not really. No,
Not even Nicaragua. I don't
Bolivia is
feel.
coming. I told you. Nati is like a very, very, very...
Pipit Bulid, it says, what about Great Britain and Egypt? We mentioned both ladies.
Sabi ni Ellen Joyce Granada, Philippines or Thailand who has a better chance to win? Out of connection, Thailand. But out of social reality, Philippines.
Sabi ni Haji, you have Nigeria and Zimbabwe, bet ko sa Africa.
Sabi ni Daniela, really, papasok na sila ang Cuba, he's half Cuba. No, it doesn't play that much. It will be Ecuador kasi that's his baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Top 5 daw niya ay Zimbabwe, Venezuela, Peru, India, and Philippines or China.
Kasi sabi niya kanina, parang China daw ang mag-host next year.
Oh, are we sure about that?
Even.
Ola. Partneron.
Ayan, Ola, Fred, and Mark. Thank you, Art.
Barbie, do you think the removal of 18 preliminary with the chances of the West in the finals? Meron pa rin naman eh. Tayo lang naman may problema because we can see it. But there's a preliminary evening gown.
Even if hindi nila ipakita yung preliminary na evening gown, I think we can see the strength of the girls, pasarela, more on the swimsuit, not on the evening gown.
Sabi ni Abby Farasha, who do you think is the strongest in Europe? Finland
And maybe Spain.
Finland and Spain.
Yeah.
But definitely Finland.
Yeah.
So those are the questions coming up.
Okay, so we have to talk about this.
Oh.
The issue between Panama and DR.
I mean, cat
What's
fight.
your take?
Cat fight that happens, but you know what? A beautiful face does not guarantee whatever. If anything, if indeed true that Selene kind of planted shit about Miss Panama and ruined somebody else's chances,
Karma's gonna bite you back.
Karma's gonna bite back. And if you think you're better than Amelia Vega, you're not. You're not. Because the way they act is as if they won already. May ganung energy na, okay, she's stronger than anybody, or you go that. Amelia is snappy, Amelia is catty, Zuleka is snappy, Zuleka is catty, but it's for themselves. It was never about, you look at me. Or stay away from me. It's like,
Yeah.
if you stay beside me, make sure you can match my free.
Yeah.
It's not the case with this one. It's rudeness never, parang it's never paid. I mean, for sure she will gonna do really well. Since the competition, parang baka mag-top 12 si Selena, even lang. But some magic in the judges' eyes, isang ikot lang ng ibang kandidata who may not be a good walker as you, or may not have a better gown than you. But if they look at them differently, that could seal the deal. And you have to be very careful because that might be taken away from you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for Panama, it's unfortunate. I mean, she also has the mistake there because it should have been a dialogue that you have to put up, not just you went out of your way alone. Because, you know, this is rules. Also for your safety. If something happened to Miss Panama, this is Mexico that we're talking about. We're not, you know, deriding Mexico's name. But, you know, this is Mexico. It has its own set of social problems and issues. And we don't want to be part of that, right? And so that's why Miss Universe organizations doing its utmost best to provide you the best experience and the best safety possible.
I think for me, my take on this is that abide by the rules. If the organization said you have to follow A, B until Z, then you follow A, B until Z
You're
to
not-
the letter.
If you're not doing well with Dominican Republic, ask somebody to switch groups
Yes.
with you. Talk to your chaperones, talk to your supervisors.
Yeah.
I mean, this is not the first time that this happened.
Exactly.
I mean, things like this happened before.
Yeah, but she's the only 12th candidate to be booted out of the Miss Universe
and,
competition
you know, you only become a miss
once.
at Miss Universe once.
Yeah.
She'll be a miss for sure. I think I can see more of Italy and other,
Like in Miss Grand.
maybe Grand, maybe
Yeah.
World, International.
International,
either,
yeah.
Maybe other. But, yeah,
It was just a missed opportunity for her at Miss Universe because she was a contender, a possible contender. And
he's top 10 for me. If
exactly, same. I see that as
I
well.
see that happening.
Yeah.
And, you know, sayang.
Sayang.
Because, you know, that
This is not an opportunity that passes you twice.
correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is an exciting year. So,
It
it
is.
will be next week, this week, wala masyado. I think it's preliminary events.
Yeah.
The main action will happen next week.
Yeah.
At the preliminaries, the national costume competition, and the main finals.
Yeah.
Which gonna be? If it's Tati, I'm not gonna be surprised.
I'm not gonna. I am rooting for Tati if she wins. Yeah.
So our Miss Universe on principle and paper is Tatical.
Statical Mel.
Walang either.
Wala
First
eh.
time to, no, na nagdadalawang isip tayo.
Oo, hindi tayo nagdalawang isip. Who knows, maybe after the preliminary competition, we might change.
Or maybe they want to be on paper, it would be Opal Suchata. Na
Pwede.
mas principal talaga
Si
Tati.
Tati.
Pero so far, the principal girls are the ones winning.
Yeah.
Yung principal bet natin winning, Harnas.
Oo. Si
Garbony.
Garbony.
Si
Last year, we were split kasi. We're
and wait,
split.
none of us chose Nicaragua.
Yeah.
Ako, second runner up ko si Nicaragua.
Oo.
So yun, and it could be it. But this year, unanimous ulit kami.
Oo.
Yo, Tactical Mel. So,
Tati
yan.
kami. Oo.
Tati yan.
So, Tati, kung nakikinig ka,
If you're watching,
don't drop the ball.
mira ni may gusta yung support para apoyamos sa 2. Para
Oo.
to
And I think this year we are in the same wavelength that it's the Latinas who came around to play.
I mean, hindi siya parang dato na nung araw na Latinas because they're cooking it for the Latinas. No,
Yeah.
I think this is Latinas.
Because they are
They
strong.
want to kick it towards Latinas. I just so happen to be strong kasi.
Ang strong kasi. Oo.
I mean, I don't know. But I see the girls like Para to Beach of Ecuador,
Yeah.
Puerto Rico is there. Puerto Rico might be top 5 also.
Can. Possible.
I think the only one that's secured at the top 5 right now for me is Venezuela and Peru.
And Peru. Yeah.
Those 2 girls are like, yeah, the rest will fight it out.
Yeah. And the thing is, they don't have to create drama just to be noticed. It's
And if
just people
Chelsea
just
enters
navigate.
Top 5, she will not be the last girl, ay the first girl out. Ano yan, up high pa yan si Chelsea. Pag nakapasok siya ng top 5,
Yeah.
baka first
Agree.
runner up yan or
Agree.
second.
Yeah.
Ay po, the first ever second runner up for the Philippines na to complete the circle.
Oo, mag-second runner-up naman tayo.
Second runner tayo. If we're gonna lose
Oo.
the Philippines, put a second runner
Second
up.
runner-up, ibigay nyo na sa amin
We'll
yung
be
ano,
happy with that.
para makumpleto na namin yung winner, first, second,
Oo,
third,
pero
and
at
fourth
least we have
runner-up.
the 5 girls, diba?
Yeah.
We completed that.
Yeah.
But it was really, really good. This is a good year
I think
because
so.
of the good people in the competition.
Yeah.
So happy ako, Chelsea Manalo is the kind of girl that you wanna support so badly because kasi lang lahat, Chelsea, CJ, Angelica, Bongga.
Yeah.
Bongga talaga kayo, B.
Basta, ang importante lang siguro that us Filipinos, tayo mga Pilipino is, wag natin masyadong bugbugin ng pressure yung mga girls natin. To not be, tawag nito, yung hindi tayo mag-expect masyado sa kanila. Kasi
Correct.
nape-pressure sila eh. Medyo lubayan natin yung ano, yung hawak natin sa kanila dahil the more pressure that they feel, mas hindi sila nakakapag-perform. So, alam mo yung hinay, tamang suporta lang kapag may nakita tayong hindi maganda, hindi maayos, we say it in a nice way. A good way of providing critique to any girl is to sandwich it. Good, bad, and then use the good to suggest something to cover the bad. Yun yung sandwich method na sinasabi.
Pero
So,
in fairness talaga, ang ganda rin that we have girls na may magandang mental fortitude in the competition.
and I think
know their strengths.
some of the girls that are competing right now, they don't listen to outside voices anymore.
Kasi
Yeah.
I'm feeling ko, one thing that helped, example, sa Chelsea, BBB,
Oo.
Christina, and
Kasi
Isbahay.
hindi na rin effective yung they look for validation and critique dun sa mga taong on social media.
Yung they forget to enjoy the competition
Oo.
dahil nakikinig sila. I think
Yun.
this time,
They para silang alam mo yung mga kabayo na may tabing. Laser focused sila doon sa gusto
kay
nila
Chelsea
kailangan
Clavez,
magawa.
sabi niya, matulog na kayo, ako na bahala dito.
Oo.
Diba? For somebody who has that confidence and it says a lot.
Same thing naman na nararamdaman ko kay Angelica, that ang linis ng competition niya na hindi nyo kinakailangan, parang we don't need na diktahan sila
Fearless for
dahil
girls.
alam nila ang gagawin nila.
Of all the girls that's competing right now, Earth, International, and Universe, the highest chance of winning is with International.
Okay. Yes, I agree. With Earth, maybe a top 8 would be possible.
I think Philippines against Earth is so much already.
Yeah.
I mean, hindi naman nila sinasadya, pero
Malalakas din talaga ang pinapadala natin.
kailangan na rin, pero kailangan lang din, hindi kasi na maiintindihan pag laging tayo na lang.
Oo.
So, it's important to kind of shake it up.
Yeah.
Pero, to be honest, this is a good year in pageant. And I hope you guys are having fun also
Oo.
with the conversation that we're having and the way you are following the competition. This is such a good year.
Oo. Hindi sinabi ko nga isa sa mga Instagram post ko on stories na this year, my personal approach to covering all of these pageants, chill lang, hindi gigil, hindi kinakailangan everyday, hindi kinakailangan may post ka on Miss Universe or Miss International. I mean, spread out the love, di ba?
Another question, another message here from Lisa. How about Denmark? Could be.
Oh, could be, yes. I think, yes.
Yung nasa 30, yung complete to 30.
Yeah.
She might be there.
Yes.
Watching you.
I think Denmark is the pharmacist,
Yeah.
the doctor, so yeah.
Sabi ni Luis Herrera, watching from Honolulu, Hawaii. Hello.
Hello, aloha. Tama ba? Ganun yung sa Hawaii?
Yeah, tapos sabi ni Anthony Barbie, since the highlights and prelims are the same and not process and not process being scored as well. Sinasabi nila hindi, pero alam mo, meron yun.
Parang feeling ko it's just a matter of
It's more of a recall.
Recall.
Ay, naalala ko si ganyan. Yung
Oo.
nakasuot ng ganito, yung mga ganun.
Oo.
Danzuri, Michael C. Louis Judge, na tayo Michael Tukuyo. Hindi talaga, even if he's not.
even if it's not, tandaan,
Chelsea will.
meron tayong, bukod dyan, meron pa tayong
Jewel Mercado.
Jewel Mer.
Filipino yun.
Kung hindi, nako, meron pa tayong isang alas. Si Miss O.
Sabi niya,
Alagaan mo ang mga
sabi ni
Pilipinas.
Isa, what if Peru in Philippines is the last to sisigaw ako ng wala.
My God,
My heart
diba?
cannot. Ang sakit. Ang saya.
Masaya.
I-manifest natin to. Gusto nyo ba? I-manifest na to.
Oo.
Pero Queens na talaga to the finals.
My God.
Diba?
Ano siguro yan, no? Giyera siguro ng mga Latino at ng mga Pinoy pag nagtatahon.
Feeling ko, parang Rachel Gupta, CJ Opiasa to. Yung tanggap natin.
Pwede.
Yung matalo siya, tanggap namin kasi gusto ko, tactical nila.
Tactical Mel eh.
Pero, we did it. No.
Ay nako, moving on tayo dyan sa wededet na yan. Okay. Nasaan na yung Daniela?
Sabi ni Daniela,
Huwag gawing parang boxing ang pageant. Yes.
it's not.
Yes.
Actually, contrary to belief, so far, pageantry is in a very sweet spot.
Right now, no. Oo.
Sabi ni Cesar Uy, iwasan ng crowd mentality, Pinoy tayo, let's spread love for the good. In fairness, you guys are learning. I have to give the Filipino pageant piece right now, is medyo natututo na tayong mag-invest ng energy sa mga dapat paglagyan. And I think talaga na umpisan kasi ni CJ Opiasa yung gano'n yung hindi masyado lason na lason. Estar Garian, I so love listening to this duo, walang kachipan ng commentary na namin po, forever yung best.
Sabi ni Daniela Alejandro Lee, yes, I am having fun. We're glad that you're having fun.
Bigyan natin ng mga girls. Sabi ni Lloyd Anthony Romero, na pinapaalala na we truly one of the powerhouse. Powerhouse is a state of being, not just the number of pounds. And Filipinos acting like one is a true testament to that, diba? Naman Chelsea, yung bait-baitan na ganun pala, kumakabog, yung pag ganun-ganun niya, effective. May nagtitake siya.
Final notes.
Okay, again, and I have nothing but gratitude for what's going on right now. This is not easy. It doesn't happen all the time. It's na magaan yung pageant season. So this is, sana tuloy-tuloy ito na ganito. Pero ang saya because talagang we have set of Filipino girls who were fighting for us to Tineos through and through with utmost excellence possible. And it is our duty as fans para iparamdam din that we appreciate them, we see them, that we hear them, and that we are here for them. So for Chelsea, tulad kay Angelica, please download the Miss Universe app and vote for her and help her secure her spot in the semifinals. Yeah, it is for free at the Miss Universe finale on November 16, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
17 here in the Philippines.
17 in the Philippines.
On my end naman, I think maganda yung atmosphere na naumpisahan ng MEMI this year na chill lang tayo, hindi tayo gigil, we're not over-eager, we're not too demanding,
Correct.
we're not toxic in our support to our girls. So I think that this year, the approach should be a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxed. Put the energies where they are needed, not necessarily on anything that does not add on to the experience.
Pag wala kayong masabing mabuti, download kayo ng app, ipindot nyo na lang doon yung stress nyo. Doon na pupunta yun.
And also, what I love about this edition right now is that we are not too nitpicky on the wardrobe, on the hairstyle of the girls.
Okay lang, medyo tulad yung Chelsea itong naka-white siya na medyo, well, ako naman, I apologize about it kasi meron akong pinuna na, bakit nga naman ang simple? I mean, I like that it's clean, it's sleek, di ba? Pandora event naman pala, kailangan mag-shine yung malakas.
Yes.
Kasi namimiss din natin yung matuto rin naman tayo pasensya na po. Pero yun kasi Pandora event naman pala, kailangan yung jewelry ay mag-pop.
And then also, siguro, this is the time where we focus on the girls to support them, not necessarily to give them feedback because let the correct people, their team, provide the feedback so that hindi masyado ang noise on their end.
Most likely kasi alam na nila yun.
Alam nila yun. I think nowadays, the best way na maparating natin sa mga girls yung feedback natin is to go through the right channels. Tell the people in her team that are listening to the fan sentiments and have them channel that and communicate that to the girls. Kasi ang kagandahan kasi noon is they are able to filter at hindi masyadong masakit pakinggan kapag nanggaling sa kanila.
At saka, I like it. For example, Miss Universe Philippines page is now very active in posting content for Chelsea. Hindi ka nung araw parang missing in action. May birthdays naman talaga. They're also tagging the people responsible. So, pwede minsan, natatap natin si Perry, Tabora, or nasa siya si Seven, if may material tayo ganyan. So, yung mga ganong bagay na nakakatulong. Because they are the team also. And for sure, this is not the first and the last if we're gonna handle these girls. Marami pa silang aalagaan. At marami pa tayong susuportahan. So, it's also a training, a practice training for the way we handle pageant. So, yun. Huwag lang, kalmahan lang. So, yun lang yung energy kasi nasa girl talaga. Kung hindi niya pino-foster, yung toxicity, hindi niya yung maramdaman.
So there, thank you very much for everyone who joined our live stream. Maraming salamat sa mga nag-comment, nag-like. May patapos ang live stream natin, so may panahon pa kayo para mag-thumbs up dun sa ating live stream so that a lot more people will be able to see it later on. Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We will be having these kinds of more interactive na conversations as the pageant season progresses through. Later, I will be publishing mga pre-recorded na mga tawag ito, na mga videos, and I do hope na supportahan niyo din siya. Yun, Mark, thank you very much again
Thank you so much
for having us in our channel. And shout out din pala sa Pizza Hut dito sa may Kia Theater. Thank you very much for thank you very much for allowing us to do this. Kaya kami ganito loyal sa tawag na Araneta City because they give us space, exactly.
So this is like a place for Sashes content to be shot.
And Araneta City naman is a pageant center.
At pag bumalik si Angelica, dito siya lalampa as Miss, hopefully
as the 7th Miss International. Ayan. So, thank you.
Both in Miss International and Miss Universe app, do that.
Ayan. So, thank you very much everyone for joining us this evening, and see you again soon. Bye everyone. Let's reach there.
Natin din.